How's it going, everybody? All right, so not had a lot of videos. I've been super busy. I've been helping my buddy out with his race car. Between that, running my business, helping my dad out with his race car, it's not left me with a whole lot of time to do my stuff. I have managed to find time, though, to clean out my shop. So, there's that. So, little update. Change of plans. Currently, I am not going to be racing super late models. Motor's on the stand, though, but hey, I'm not going to be running super late models, especially this year. Don't have the time. That's probably like 90% of the reason. The other thing, too, is finally found I found actually 2 promoters in the state of Ohio that will allow rear-wheel drive compacts to run in the stock class. So I found 2 promoters, Holmes County Fair and Ashland County Fair. Those 2 derbies, this will be at one of them. So I have been kind of trying to get this car ready for its 3rd run. Nothing has changed. I've not done anything body-wise. Everything's the same. Blah, blah, blah. The only thing different, you guys can see the holes right here. Right there is the mount. Let's see if I can. This section right here, that spot that's rusted out is actually rusted out where the seat bolts to. So there's no support in this area, and it moves quite a bit. So what me and my dad did is we heated up this flat stock, 90-degree bend, brought it up to the bar, welded it all the way around. My lovely kind of shitty welds, but I guarantee you it will hold. And ran it just straight across, drilled some holes here and right there, and it just sits on top. It's not welded to the floor. It sits on top. It's bolted through the bolts. We put new bolts in. The bolts go through the seat bracket, through this plate, and then bolt back into the floor. This is not welded. The only weld spot is here on the door bar. That's it. So went ahead and bolted it there. The back bolts broke. So we went through the metal frame, took some 9 wire through the metal frame. I just got to finish wrapping them up and just basically wrap them up. So there's that's the seat. I got to rewire my fuel pump switch, and I think I got a blown head gasket. Blown head gasket or a stuck thermostat. When I open this bottle, so all the hot water comes through here into here, and you fill this bottle here up, and it comes down through here and into here. Well, if you see all of this, and all of this, and all of that nasty dirt, well, that's not from derbying. I had this car out and noticed it was starting to steam, and the steam was coming from the radiator here. It was not leaking, it was just steam. So I went ahead and popped the cap. Yes, even when it was hot, I mean, there's water in it now, but I went ahead and popped the cap. Shut it off. I mean, I shut it off, let it cool down for a few minutes, but I did pop the cap, and I started it back up without the cap. Well, I had water pretty much like a geyser just shooting out of that bottle, and the weird thing is, if I took cold water and ran it across the top of my radiator, it would actually settle down. It would still overflow and like kind of pour out, but it would just kind of barely pour out of the edges. But once I stopped pouring water over the radiator, then it would shoot back up to a geyser. So, kind of talked to a couple people. A lot of people are kind of leading towards the blown head gasket, but I'm just going to go ahead, pop off the thermostat housing, and yank the thermostat. Basically just, not really yank it, but I'm just going to kind of open it up myself, rip the spring out and the little moving plate there, rip that out, and all that fun jazz, and hopefully that will work. So, haven't pulled the dipstick to see if there's any water in the crankcase, which I don't. Let's see, that is the engine. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, see, to me, I don't know if it will come up on the video or not, but to me, it's just black. There's no water droplets, anything like that. It's just black. So, don't know. I'll get it figured out. I mean, it's a derby car. It's just going to get ran. Sent, basically I'm just going to say screw it and send it. So, we'll see what happens. But nothing, not doing any body work. I mean, other than maybe some wheel clearance I really need to do on this side. Other than that, it's going the way it is. The aluminum bumper has lasted 2 derbies on the front, so screw it. I'll run the aluminum bumper on it still. The only thing I'm doing is I just went and bought these Firestone Winter Force tires. Yes, they are on. These rims do not work for the Volvo. These are Dodge Neon rims, so I have to dismount all of those. Picked up 4 of them. I mean, look at that awesome tread. $50 for all 4. So here's the Volvo wheels. This one here was from the second run where I got a massive gash in it. So that one's getting dismounted. I already broke the bead. I just got to actually finish dismounting it, but I'm breaking the beads first. This one here was on the front, which you've seen missing. This one I think just dry rotted, because if you looked at the other side, you could actually see how bad it was actually dry rotted, and I think it just finally gave out. There's no tubes in them. I know I probably should put tubes in them before I remount the Firestone Winter Force, but I think I'm just going to say screw it. Clean the beads up around the rims here, and just slap them on. I mean, worst case scenario, I slice another one and have to dismount it and throw another one on. I mean, so two of them will be on the car. Got basically 2 extras, so we'll kind of just go from there. But that's what it is. That's what it is. So August 14th, Holmes County Fair is where this one should be going. If not, if it doesn't show up there, it will be at Ashland County Fair in September. I'm not sure exactly on the date for that. I haven't looked it up, but I just know that I do know it's in September, about middle of September-ish. So that's what it is. That's the update on the derby car. Sorry for lack of videos. Like I said, I've just been super busy with my buddy's car, and I would record videos and stuff, but I don't know how he feels about his stuff being recorded. So, and I've just never asked. So we'll just kind of go, basically just keep on the derby stuff for now and go from there, I guess. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.